What's up, dreamers, and welcome to another episode of Helpful Dreams, where we take a step back, relax, and analyze and discuss the best teachings from the best mentors of all time. Today, we're going to be focusing on Napoleon Hill's teaching, and we're specifically going to be talking about how to go about defining your definite purpose in life. Napoleon Hill is an American author who is widely credited to have influenced more people into success than anyone in history. He was born on the 26th of October in 1883 in Wise Country, Virginia. He's considered to be the father of the personal success genre of literature. His work revolved around the role of personal belief in the success of an individual. He is also recognized for the Think and Grow Rich book, which is regarded as one of the best-selling books of all time. This book has helped millions of people in achieving their goals and has been an important part of many success stories. The first step in Napoleon Hill's success philosophy is to find a definiteness of purpose and then strive to live within that purpose until you see your dreams come to fruition. On our path to success, a definiteness of purpose is what allows us to develop self-reliance, personal initiative, imagination, enthusiasm, and self-discipline. It can be difficult for a lot of people to begin this process to think about their purpose and then commit to their purpose because sometimes we're held back by our perfectionist habits of thinking that whatever we dive into and whatever we commit to has to be perfect and it has to be the thing that we're going to be dedicated to for the rest of our lives, and that can be a heavy burden to try and carry. It's important that when you start defining your definite purpose, that you give yourself room to try things out and explore new ideas as you go through this process. That being said, a definiteness of purpose is not short-term goals. It's the long-term vision that you have for yourself, the ultimate desires that you carry, and how you see yourself in the future and what place you would like to hold in the world. Goals are the steps that take you into fulfilling your purpose, and they're the objectives that need to get completed. But the overall purpose is the long-term vision, and it has to do with legacy and how you want to be remembered in the world and what impact you're going to have on the world. And it's the vision of your true dreams. An important thing to keep in mind is that your definite purpose does not have to be realistic to you. Napoleon Hill stresses to dream higher and set your vision as high as possible because that's what it takes to truly hit your objectives. When pondering on your definiteness of purpose, you want to flex your imagination. You want to use your creative faculties to imagine the best scenario. And you also want to be able to tap into desires maybe you didn't even realize that you had. You want to use this time to expand on the possibilities of what really may be possible for yourself. And it can even feel unrealistic at times. But if we strive to aim so high that it's above what we even think is possible, even if we fall a little bit short from that overall goal in life, we're still going higher than we ever would have been able to on our own without a purpose. Napoleon Hill believes our major purpose should be similar to reaching to the stars, and that our plans don't necessarily have to be sound and clear cut at first, because the mind has a strange way of taking an end vision and end desire and beginning to create the path, because we're constantly in a mindset where we're looking for those opportunities that relate to our vision, and setting our sights on a higher vision puts us in a better place to capitalize on those opportunities as they come. He stresses that the end result needs to be clear, but in the short term, your goals can change, and those are what shift, because you never know what the path is going to be that takes you to that ultimate vision, and sometimes it can be completely unexpected things that actually end up bringing you towards that vision. For instance, I'm a musician, and I'm very passionate about spreading messages through music. And so earlier in my life, I hit music really hard, but circumstances changed where I took a route where I studied multimedia skills and video production and recording. And then I was prepared to come back into it recently, and inspiration began to hit me again a few months back. And I had all the skills to put together a really polished product. I actually sent in a song to a competition that was held by one of my favorite famous musicians, and I got in and actually had the opportunity to meet my favorite musician while he was on tour and do a song with him. And now we're actually working on a project together. And so the universe works in very mysterious ways, and we can never underestimate how the focus on an overall purpose through life, even through large sections of time, will stay consistent and bring us on the path to where we want to be and where we can best fulfill our visions. To summarize that process, it's fine to be flexible in your short-term methods and goals as long as you keep that ultimate purpose in your mind that you hold dearly near to your soul, and it ties into what you want to be remembered for and the legacy you want to leave behind and the impact that you truly want to have on the world around you. One of the other big difficulties that people come across when trying to define their major purpose is that they're afraid of failure, and so they never define and clarify their purpose because that means they can't fail. If they don't commit to it and truly commit to it, they never can fail. We only can feel failure if we commit to something and then come up short. But we have to realize that even if we come up short from our ultimate vision, we're still in line with who we are, and that's what's most important. And so it's going to put us closer to who we are because we're aligning with our desires. And the overall goal isn't necessarily to achieve it down to a T. It's to keep us in line and keep us on the right track with the vision in mind in order to also take us through the tough times. A great way to flex your imagination to its full capacity is to ask yourself, if money wasn't an object and your success was guaranteed, what would you most likely want to be doing on a daily basis, and what situations would you want to be in that would fulfill your ultimate desires? You don't necessarily have to worry about the how in the beginning. You just want to worry about the what, because the how will become clear to you as you begin to go into it and your reality begins to manifest around you, and the small objectives become to get clearer and clearer, and the steps to get you there become clear. When you think about your possible definiteness of purpose, it should send a shiver down your spine. It should add thrill to your current existence. And this is the energy that you can tap into to get you through the toughest of times. When you're feeling down and you're feeling like things aren't working out, you can tap into that faith of your definite purpose and use it to build momentum and continue into the next day. This concludes our time for today. I appreciate you guys for sticking around. I truly wish the best for each and every one of you and appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I love doing this content because it keeps me on track daily, and I appreciate everyone who sticks around. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next one.